What's up? Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all, it is Friday. Friday. It's the weekend, right? For many people, it's payday. Today is a payday for me. But I also got paid yesterday. I like that Thursday payday. Hey, Marquenta, how are you, beautiful? So y'all know, listen, I've been up, but let me tell y'all something. My sleep schedule was off. So I haven't eaten my bar yet. I know I traded and I did not eat my bar. I can't believe I did that, but I did. Okay. Y'all let me know who's here. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here. Who's here? Come on. Thank you, Mark Quinta. I appreciate you, boo. Okay. Y'all not trying to talk to me this morning. So listen. Let me talk to you. The title of this live is Despise Not the Journey. Despise not the journey. Now, this is the thing. Life is a journey. It's not a final destination. It's a journey. And along the journey, there are going to be things that you're going to encounter, things that you're going to experience. Thank you, Mark Quinta. Hold on. Thank you. She said, I appreciate you. So there are going to be things that you're going to encounter, things that you're going to experience along the journey. Some of it will be good. Some of it will be bad. Some of it you'll like and enjoy, and some of it you won't. But all of it is necessary. Every single thing that happens along the journey, it was necessary for some reason. There was something that you needed to learn, something that you needed to see, something that you needed to experience. There was a reason that you had to go through whatever you went through to get to wherever you're going. Now, it's easy for us to look back on things and say, oh my God, I was so stupid. I wish I hadn't done this. Or, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Or, oh my God, why did I date him or her? Oh my God, why did I marry him or her? Oh my God, why did I go to that church? Oh my God, why did I take that job? Like, we find all these things wrong with the things that we've done and the decisions that we've made. But I promise you, the only thing that can happen in your life is those things that God allows. God has to allow a thing to happen in order for it to happen in your life. If you don't believe me, look at the life of Job. When Satan was walking to and fro on the earth, and he was standing in the court of God, and he was talking to God, and God said, what you doing? He said, I'm walking to and fro throughout the earth, seeking whom I might devour. And God said, not Satan, but God said, have you considered my servant Job? And he said, yeah, but you got a hedge around him, so I can't touch him. He said, all right, well, I tell you what, I'm going to remove the hedge. Do whatever you like. The only thing you won't be able to do is kill him. Okay. So God put Job up. Huh. Amen. Amen, Andrea. God put Job up and said, hey, try him. See, you look at your life and you see the trials that you've gone through and you see them as negatives, right? God sees them as opportunities for you to grow and for you to see, first of all, and for you to show the world how to go through tough stuff. There's someone who's watching you that needs to know that they can make it to the other side of whatever they're going through. There's someone who's going through what you went through that needs your knowledge and your experience to show them how to get through it. At the end of the day, there's always a reason for everything that happens in our life. God is not a God that is just like, oh, just random. Nah, he's not random. There's nothing random about him. Everything that he allows is for reason. It's for purpose. It's for destiny. See, if you can't handle the little stuff of your life, there's no way you're going to be able to handle the tough stuff of your life. There's just no way. If you can't handle people talking about you, on Facebook, how can you handle God elevating you so that the world sees you? You won't be able to handle it. You'll buckle under pressure because someone said something negative, or someone talked about you, or someone, called you out your name, or whatever it was. So understand this, understand that everything that God allows in our lives is designed to prepare us for our purpose, for our destiny, that place where God desires to take us. So when I look at my life and I look at my journey, it's so funny. I just shared a post from 2010. In 2010, I was teaching at Tennessee State University. I had just gotten tenure and promoted to full professor at 43 years old. Remember, I got my PhD at 28. I had my first tenure track position at 27, 26, 27. Moved to University of Nebraska Lincoln at 27. Got my PhD during my first year there. And I went through a lot during that process. And I remember the journey I was on. I remember being the first African American faculty member in the department in 2004, right? But I also opened the door, and there was another sister who came in. I came in the summer. She came in the fall, okay? I was there for 3 years. Then I went to the University of Georgia, where I was the first female African American faculty member, the first female faculty member to be pregnant while there. There were a lot of firsts, and a lot of them involved opposition. Let me say that again. There were a lot of firsts, and a lot of them involved opposition. See, you can't be first and think there's not going to be any opposition. When you're first, you're breaking down barriers. If you don't believe me, ask Jackie Robinson. He'll tell you what it was like to be the first African American or Negro to play in the major league. Like, he had to endure stuff that people who came behind him wouldn't have to endure, but he had to endure it. He had to endure it with grace. He had to endure it sometimes with a smile. He had to endure it and not say anything. He had to endure it and not respond violently to the things that were done to him. He had to do it and do it in a way that created a space for other African Americans to come in. Well, that's been my life. That's been what I've done. I've been that trailblazer. I've been that frontiers person. I've been that person that goes in first to clear the path for others to come through. But it doesn't come without opposition. And so in the face of the opposition, you have to decide how you're going to respond to the opposition. So fast forward, like all of the experiences I had, all of the experiences I had, like, they were interesting. They were interesting, but they grew me up. See, we don't want to go through the stuff that grows you up, the stuff that matures you, the stuff that builds your character. You see, anybody can be placed in a position, but not everybody can stay because their character won't allow them to stay. I'd rather have my character tried now. I'd rather have my character tested now, right? I'd rather go through the things necessary to build my character so that when God puts me out on Front Street for real, in a major way, I'm able to stand. Like, I figured out who I am. I figured out how I show up, and I do it unapologetically. So listen, what do you do? What do you do? And how do you do it when the journey is rough, when the journey is rocky? I was looking at something today. See, this is the thing. Like, God really straight up, real deal prepares me for stuff, right? So I don't know why, but I had this thought about my check being messed up. I didn't say anything because I wasn't trying to put that out there in the atmosphere, but it was just a flashing thought. And I said, okay, I need to make sure that I get some things together so that, okay, in case that happens. Why was my check short? Why? My paycheck. I'm not talking about a little short. I'm not talking about a little short. I'm talking about almost $1,000 short. Not only that, I lost my card, my bank card. When I took my little staycation, lost my bank card. Someone had been charging things. They done went to the spa, they done got gas, got some snacks at the gas station. Like, thankfully, they didn't spend more than what they spent, but they spent probably about $250. Okay. So I said, okay, now listen, the journey is just that, the journey. God has taught me to just be prepared. Be prepared. Be prepared for opposition. Be prepared for the challenges. Be prepared for some stuff to go left. Be prepared for that. Be prepared for something that you thought was going through not to go through at that moment. Be prepared for that. Like, not that you are saying that you don't believe God. No, I believe God full blown, wholeheartedly. But God will give me just fleeting, like, just, have a plan B, right? And so literally, that's what God has been doing for me, so that I don't despise my journey, even on my fitness journey. Listen, I'll tell you what, when I connected with 1044 Pro, listen, not only did my health change, my fitness change, I lost some additional weight, I began to tighten and tone, but I made money, and it allows me to have a cushion. So I'm grateful because, listen, if you've got something in your hand that you can use to make money, then you don't have to be broke. You don't have to struggle. What do you have in your hand? A lot of times we look at where we are, but we don't look at what's in my hand. What's in my hand right now? It's just bark. Now it's in my mouth. Why? Why? Why did it take it out of my hand and put it in my mouth? Well, this is the reality. It gives me something that I need, energy. I needed some more energy. I didn't sleep well. I'm not well rested. I was up, couldn't go back to sleep. Overslept for my trading session. Woke up, I was like, oh my God, it's almost 5:30. So just had to hop on. We traded, got off, helped a 17-year-old set up his live trading account. He put his first live trade in, I'm super excited for him, his first live trade. And then I did some things, did some work to prepare for my day. And now here I am. After I checked my account, after I discovered my check was short, after all of that, baby, nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me, not my journey, not my dedication, not my commitment, none of that. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing and nobody. No emotion, not even me. I'm not even going to be able to stop me, because what God is doing is so massive, it's so big. And when you get to the point where nothing is going to stop you, not even the journey, not the challenges, not the obstacles that you encounter, then it doesn't matter what obstacles come. It doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, literally, at the end of the day, you're like, okay, that's what we're dealing with? Cool, bet. Now I know how to move. I've always been that person that if I know the rules to the game and I know what game we're playing, then I know how to play it. Because I'm strategic. So I just need to know what we doing. Oh, that's what we doing? Okay, bet. Adjustment made. Y'all stop allowing the obstacles to deter you. So you hit an obstacle, you hit a roadblock, you turn back and go the other way. No, that's not how you handle that. You hit an obstacle. Let's say there is a tree in the middle of the road. You're trying to get somewhere. Okay? You have decisions to make. So you can just say, oh, well, I'm just not going to go at all. Or you can say, is there a way that I can get around that? Can I get around it? Can I drive around it? Can I climb over it? Can I use it as a stepping stool, right? What is it that you need to do in order to get around, over, through whatever obstacles you're facing? It's amazing to me because I'll look at people's situation and say, well, I need to do such and such, but I can't do it because, okay, why can't you do it? Well, I need X amount of money. Okay, what do you have in your hand that can make that money for you? Let's figure it out. What can you do to make that amount of money? Let's figure it out. Oh, Andrea, you got a book? Oh, you need to sell some books. How much money you need? How many books is that? Oh, okay. You need to sell some books. Because the reality is, most of the time, we don't even offer all of what we have to offer. People don't know everything that I have. They don't. I don't talk about everything. Like, it's a lot. So if I need something, then what do I need to do? I need to go to work. I need to take what's in my hand and use it. I need to not whine and complain, but I need to figure it out. I need to navigate it. I need to maneuver. You're way too smart, way too talented to ever have money be a problem, for it to be your issue, for it to be the thing that stops you. That's when creativity kicks in. That's when you have to think your way out of a situation. The problem is we've gotten lazy and we've stopped thinking, and we've started just limiting ourselves and just accepting whatever the world throws our way. Well, you need to stop that. You need to stop that. You need to stop that. And it may look like I'm frozen and I may not be frozen. I'm just telling y'all. I'm getting a little emotional. And I'm getting emotional because even in the midst of any attack that the enemy sends, God's angels are always with me. And I was sitting here and I just looked forward and I looked up. And although I'm not a seer, I don't see, but I can feel. I can feel the angels in the room. And there's one that's in front of me. And I just feel the overwhelming presence of God in the room. Uh, and they're my ever present reminder to keep going, to keep moving. It's one in front of me, it's one on the right side, and it's one on the left side. And they're just, mm. Y'all get in tune. Get in tune with God. Get in tune with what He's doing in your life. Get in tune. For a split second, when I opened my account, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. What in the world? And I felt a peace come over me. It's okay, hold on, don't panic. Don't panic. Calm down. It's okay. And I know that that's the enemy's attack on me because of how I've been sowing into people's lives, because I launched the ministry, because I'm saying the things I'm saying. Like, the enemy, when he wants to attack me, there are two primary areas he attacks me. That is my finances and my health. Those are the first two. Then he goes to my family. My finances, my physical, and my family. Those are the three areas that he tends to attack me in the most. And so, nah, I'm not moved by it. I refuse to be moved by it. You know why? Is it because I had all of this reserve money out there to do what I need to do? And I need bands today, bands. Bands. For those of you that know anything about bands, a band is 1,000, right? I need bands today. And they'll show up. They'll show up because that's what God does. I just know this. In the near future, money will not be an issue. Won't be an issue, won't be an obstacle. It'll simply be what it's been designed to be, and that's a tool. Money is a tool. It comes to me freely and often. I have more than enough. I walk in overflow and abundance. Money comes to me freely and often. I have more than enough. I walk in overflow and abundance. Money comes to me freely and often. I have more than enough. I walk in overflow and abundance. Money is looking for me. Money searches me out. It's what it does. The people who are supposed to be connected to me are drawn to me. I am a magnet for everything good in my life. I draw the people that need to be in my life. I draw the resources that need to be in my life. I draw the favor that needs to be in my life. You better begin to declare some stuff. Make your declarations. Make it known. And watch. Watch what God does. Watch how he moves. Watch how he opens doors. Watch. You see, I know anytime I sow seed, especially into certain people, there are some people that I know when I sow in them, it's probably going to be some opposition because the enemy doesn't want them to break through. So right now he's got me on assignment with several people that have to break through. They have to break through. Like they got to get to this breakthrough. Like literally, they got to get to this breakthrough. Like they've been hovering and they have a wealth building anointing on their life. They're anointed for wealth. When you're anointed for wealth, the place that the enemy attacks you is your finances. That's where he's going to attack you. If you're anointed for wealth and you're anointed to create wealth for others, the enemy is going to attack your finances. Well, guess what? When you partner with people, you often have to deal with the things that are assigned to them because you got to help them break through. I just had a conversation with someone yesterday, anointed to be wealthy, uber wealthy, and to create wealth in others. And so what happens today? Really? Oh, that's what you gonna hit me with? Hit me with your best shot. Because baby, that don't move me. It doesn't move me. It doesn't move me. And when you all get steadfast and immovable, watch what God does. Watch it. Watch what God does. See what he does. See what he does. He'll dispatch a legion of angels if he needs to. Whatever he needs to do, that's what he's going to do. Because that's how concerned he is about you. So don't despise your journey. Nah. Appreciate it. Celebrate it. Honor it. Because there's a reason. There's a reason you're on this journey. There's a reason that you're going through what you're going through. There's a reason that the attacks have come. There's a reason. And it's because this is your month to break through. How can you break through if there's no opposition? What are you breaking through? No, this is when opposition is going to come, but you're going to break through it. And you're going to break through it smoothly and calmly. You're not going to be flustered. You're not going to be frustrated. You're just going to break through it. You're going to go through it. And then once you do that, the enemy knows I can't use that against her or him. I can't use that. That can't be what I use. It's not effective anymore. It's just like, listen, I don't know about you all, but I know this. I can remember using certain products like deodorant. And after you used it for so long, it don't work the same no more. Like it literally don't work the same no more. Like you be like, I know I put deodorant on. What is this I smell? Right? It just doesn't work the same anymore. Certain medications, I remember I would take something and after a while, it just didn't work the same anymore. It was like my system became immune to it. Check this out. In the same way your body becomes immune to certain things, listen, you spiritually can become immune to certain attacks, certain strategies that the enemy uses. He doesn't use anything new. Everything is old. It's the same old stuff, just recycled. The problem is you don't recognize it or you keep failing the test. Stop failing the test. Pass. Pass is an open book test. You got all the answers. All you got to do is walk it out. All you got to do is walk through it. All you got to do is make it go, make it be and do what it's supposed to do and be. That's all you got to do. You know what the attack is going to be. You know what the enemy is going to do. Why are you shocked? See, that's why I wasn't shocked. That's why I wasn't shocked. I'm telling y'all, when I tell you the Holy Spirit let me know just to be aware, the Holy Spirit let me know to be aware. It just was a fleeting thought. It's like, why would I think that? Why would I think that? Because the fact of the matter is, there wasn't a problem with my check last time. It was right. So why would I think this time something might be off? Oh, that's what we're doing? Baby, let me tell you something. What God is doing in your life, if you will stay steadfast and immovable, not only will you get through, but you'll help some other people to break through. But you got to stay steadfast and immovable. You do. You do. So what is it? What is the attack that the enemy always brings to you? And then figure out, how do I counter it? How do I counter this particular attack? What do I do? What does God's word say about it? Put the word on it. Let the word work. Work the word. Work the word. Isn't that what we talked about with Let's Get Raw? Let's get real, authentic word. Work the word. See, the word doesn't work because you don't work it. Work the word. The word is designed to be used to accomplish, used to address, used to shut down. That's what the word is for. But you run around here like, let me tell y'all something. No. I know what God has told me. I stand on what God has told me. I do what God has told me. I've learned to operate in a level of obedience that is very often uncomfortable for me, but it is necessary. And when you do that, you're going to get opposition. Expect it. Why are you shocked? Don't be. God had this whole conversation with me yesterday because there's some things that I'm going to have to do that I don't want to do in order to fulfill my assignment. If you guys are not following Doug Addison, you guys need to follow him. Doug Addison. I didn't read the word for the month of March, but I just saw it. And I'm like, okay. And what did he talk about? Assignment. He talked about freaking assignment. And what was I talking about? I've been talking about assignment. The assignment that God has given you. The assignment. The reason you have your personality is for your assignment. This is assignment. This is an assignment-driven time. Things are going to happen for your assignment. God just told me yesterday, he said, I'm getting ready to send you out of the country. You're going to have to get the vaccine. What the freak? I don't want no vaccine. I don't even trust them. You're going to have to get it in order to fulfill the assignment. I do not want it. Let me say it again. I want to be real clear with you all. I don't want it. He said, you're going to have to get it for your assignment. See, this is why me and God fall out. This is why. I don't want that. People have died. People have gotten Bell's palsy. I don't want that. Why would I willingly just subject myself to the possibility of that? Why would I do that? He said, for your assignment. For your assignment. So now, me, Miss Honestly Anti-Vaccine, for real, I am. I got to get it. Right, Andrea? Yeah, I got to get my passport too, right? Really? Just what we doing? Vaccines. But I got to get it for my assignment. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Now, you cannot do what God says, because see, I'm a firm believer. I'm going to do what God says, right? I'm going to do what God says over what I think, Like I said, God, you better touch the dose I get. Okay? You better touch it. Because listen, I got too much to do to be fooling with some foolishness. But I got to do it. And you guys, if you follow me any length of time, you know I've been real clear. Vaccine. And y'all ain't finna experiment on me. But you told me yesterday, you got to get it for your assignment. I'm sending you out of the country frequently. I need you to be ready. I need you to have the documentation that you need to be able to move freely throughout the world. Who is he talking to? And why must I go? Why must I go? Y'all, God is not playing with us. He is literally positioning us for our assignment. Now, you can sleep on it if you want to. You can get bogged down in the day-to-day if you want to. You can get caught up in the challenges if you want to. You can allow the obstacles to stop you and deter you if you want to. I refuse. I refuse. I absolutely refuse. And that's why I'm so grateful for my obedience, because what it's done is it's unlocked so many things for me. Y'all, let's do this thing called life. Let's walk out our purpose. Let's manifest it. Let's be God in the earth realm. Let's be his hands and his feet and his mouthpiece. Let's be the one who is doing what it is that he has called us to do, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it feels like. At the end of the day, we have choices. But what are we choosing? Are you going to choose to serve God? Or are you going to choose to let the enemy deter you? Job said, hey, all the way through, God, I'm rocking with you. I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I've got boils busting all over me. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I've lost my sons. I've lost my daughters. My wife turned against me. My friends are telling me that I'm in sin, and I got some secret sin that is causing this to happen to me. God, I love you, and I will not renounce you. I will not step back. And because he didn't step back, and because he stood strong, and because he stayed firm in the midst of everything that was going on, because he was steadfast and immovable, because he made that decision, because he made that commitment, not only did God restore him, but he restored double what he lost. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for my double and my thousandfold return on the things, my double, hundredfold, and thousandfold return on the things that I have sacrificed. If you're ready for your return, stand up. Stop allowing things to make you buckle. I think the theme for me is I ain't no punk. I ain't no punk. Passive, undecided, negligent. I got to think of something for the K. Y'all. I ain't got it yet, but I'm going to get it. I'm going to have an acronym for punk. Passive, undecided, negligent. I'm not that. That's not me. Kingdom citizen. I'm not no punk. Let's stand up. For real. For God. Let's stand on his word and his promises. Let's do what he tells us to do. Say what he tells us to say. Go where he tells us to go. Let's not be scared of what people are going to think or what people are going to say. Like when you get to the point where you don't give two about what people say or think, then God can use you for real. As long as you're concerned about people, he can use you, but he can't use you the way he wants to. I'm trying to tell y'all, there are things that God has on the table for you, and you can get it if you choose to. When I looked at 1044 Pro and this little bar, when I looked at it, I didn't know all the ins and outs. I didn't know everything. I didn't know if the bar tasted good because I hadn't tasted it. I didn't know everything about the compensation plan. All I knew is they said, if you get 4 people, you're going to get $800. I said, excuse me? They said, if you get 4 people, you know how many times I done got 4 people? You know how many times, how many people I have recruited in organizations? 30 to 50 people. And you telling me I need 4? 4 to make $800? And they didn't even tell me about the extra 200. I made $1,000 in 24 hours because I recruited 4 people with this bar that actually does taste amazing and gives you energy and is incredible. It's got me aging in reverse. Okay? Like, it's incredible. Got electrolytes in it. Powers you. So I can have something that tastes good, that I can use to help me accomplish my goals. And I made money on it. $1,000. That same play is on the table right now. You literally could come in today and make $1,000 today. That's what I did. I did it in 24 hours. You get paid next week, next Thursday. But listen, who don't need an extra 1,000? You need an extra 1,000? Hit me up. It's doable. It's possible. I've done it. I've helped other people do it. I did it for my school. I made my school $1,000. Yesterday, that $1,000 hit the school account. Baby, I said, hey, I've run the play too many times. God gave me the play. He gave me the insight. He said, I'm taking you all the way to the top. And literally, that's what he's done. Ooh. Ooh, it kicked me out, honey. Ooh, it kicked me out on my phone. It kicked me out. It kicked me out. I don't know what it's doing. Yes, I do. Preventing you all from getting wealth. Preventing y'all from getting healthy. That's always the enemy's plan. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He don't want you to get healthy. He don't want you to get free financially. He doesn't want that. He wants you to stay right where you at. Stay stuck. Stay stuck. Stay broke. Stay sick. That's what he wants. Y'all, you got to choose differently. Choose differently. If not this, what? What's going to make you $1,000 this week? What? What can make you $1,000 today? What? Tell me. And if you've got something, why not add something else? Not to mention the fact that we got coffee loaded. The coffee comes out. The coffee will be shipping by next week. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I want you to hear me. And I want you to hear me good. You don't want to do the business. Hey, you ain't got to build no business. But you're going to want this bar and you're going to want that coffee. And right now you can get it for $99, the bar and the coffee. It would normally be $120, but you can get it for $99 and have a business. $99, bars and coffee, $99 would be $120. That's $20 savings. I don't know about you, but I like deals. And I like deals, especially on things that can change my life. Oh, I'm here for it. Because listen, these bars, if you watch the testimonies, and I've been dropping people's testimonies, people are telling you, I can't make it up. I promise you. That's why I take people live right when they first experience it. Because people think that you fabricating this stuff. I don't be fabricating. I don't have time for that. I have no desire to do that. I'm going to be real with you. If the bar wasn't good, I wouldn't say the bar is good. I would say this is a great business opportunity. I wouldn't be talking about that bar. But this bar, plus the business opportunity, listen, it's an industry disruptor. It is the equivalent of 3 to 4 different products in one. In one. The people who use it, they'll tell you. They'll tell you how it's changed their life. I just put together a picture of me after using the bar for 4 days. I put together a picture from right before I got the bars, and I stopped using anything else when I committed to this company. When I committed to this company, I didn't use nothing else. In fact, I hadn't used anything in a few days before I made the commitment. But once I made that commitment, I didn't use any other products because I didn't want to convolute it. And you can see a difference. At least I can. You might not be able to, but I can. I can see a difference in my face with the bar. 4 days of the bar. I'm going to drop the picture today. Y'all will see it. 4 days with the bar. Now, I'm 6 weeks in. I'm in a small pants, a small workout stuff, a small shirt. I'm in smalls. Everything that small. I had to get smalls. Y'all, I was not a small. I was not. And I look at it and I'm watching it and I'm like, what? I had started to get to the small. I was like, nah. Still, it was some stuff that I couldn't do a small in, but you know. But y'all, it's amazing. And it's a family. And I really want to help you. Just don't despise the journey. It may take you a little longer, but let's do it. Let's do it. Whether you do it in 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month, let's do it. All it requires is a decision. Today, I don't despise the journey. I don't despise the people that choose not to connect with me or the people who choose to connect with me, because everything happens in God's timing. And when God's timing, it's perfect. It's impeccable. So whether you just want to get you some coffee and bars or whether you want to really build a business and make some extra money, I'm just telling you, the time to move is now. And watch what God does. Despise not your journey, but take it. Take the journey unapologetically. Let the obstacles and let the challenges fuel you so that you can get to the other side. Fuel you like the carburetor in this bar turns these carbs into energy. Those obstacles that you encounter ought to turn into strength. They ought to power you. They ought to fuel you up so that you can get to the place that God needs you to get to for your assignment. And this is your assignment, should you choose to accept it. Listen, you guys, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing day. It is March Madness. Coffee and bars, $99. That sounds like madness to me. Listen, I love you guys. Be blessed.